everyone. Today's video is about getting a deal. I got a deal at Ollie's. As always, from time to time, every week or, every couple of days or so, I drive by to Ollie's and see what they have. They have a lot of Marvel Legends, Eternal Waves, the Age of Apocalypse, stuff like that. Figures that I have already, so I pass on it. I might, though, pick up the Age of Apocalypse again, mainly because I would like to have my hands on another Colossus, mainly because the head straps for the Colossus kind of broke off when I bought the original ones in the packaging. So he doesn't have the little ties, for the bandana and stuff. So I might pick up either the head again, another one, or just pick up another one so I can, use to have two of them. Maybe I'll just, post one or use one for, I don't know. Anyway, something will come to mind. But anyway, on today's episode of Gotta Get a Deal, I ended up picking up this Snake Eyes. I wasn't a fan of the movie. And of course, this is from the G.I. Joe Origins Snake Eyes movie. I did see the movie recently. I had no interest in seeing it. So I finally saw it. Not used to having Snake Eyes talk. I guess they wanted to give him a background. I know in the original 13 G.I. Joes, he didn't speak. That was the whole point. And he wasn't a ninja. So I know recently they made him a ninja and stuff. I didn't, the Storm Shadow and all that stuff. I enjoy Storm Shadow fighting better with Spirit than I did with Snake Eyes, to be honest with you. But that's just me. So I picked it up only because it was $5. I was going to pick up the Scarlet, but I know they're going to have a retro Scarlet, so I left Scarlet. I wasn't a fan of that look either, or the Baroness look on that one either. But I picked up Snake Eyes mainly because of the sword, because I do have the Commando Snake Eyes, as you can see over in the corner, peeking out there with Timber. And I wanted to compare them both, and maybe I can swap them out here and there, and between I don't know, when I decide to shoot them and stuff like that, and give them different looks and stuff. So who knows? I mean, for wasn't a fan of it. For $5, he looks pretty good. So anyway, without further ado, I'm going to get him out of the packaging, and I will be right back. All right, so he is out of the packaging. He doesn't have any weapons except for a couple of knives, and he does have an alternate head, which I'm going to tell you right now, I am probably never going to use it. I don't know, maybe might be a figure or something, Jameson or something with a suit or something I can use it with, but I'll never use it for the figure, so I'll just throw it with the rest of accessories that I don't use. He does have two knives, which have some pretty good detail, but nowhere to put it. Like, he doesn't have a place for the knives when he has the sword, or the ninja sword, or whatever, or the katana, whatever they call it. So there's actually no place to put them. So no holders, no nothing on the leg, nothing at all. So all right. So, and then of course he does have the. So I guess the sword's always. That's the whole point of this ninja Snake Eyes, to be able to wield the sword all the time. So I guess you keep the sword in his back and wield the knives all the time. So again, not worry too much about it. I'm just trying to make sense of some of the stuff. It doesn't have any other weapons. I said I saw the movie, but I don't think it's not a memorable. I saw the beginning and stuff like that. Halfway through, I think I kind of fell asleep and was dozing in and off, maybe because I was so tired. But at the same time, it wasn't interesting, like really interesting. So it's almost like the G.I. Joe movies. They tried, but it wasn't like, I did watch all of them, even the last one, but it wasn't very interesting. So I just go back on YouTube from time to time and just rewatch the G.I. Joe cartoons from the 80s. That's where I get my fix now. For $5, it's not bad. I don't think they charge. I remember seeing it. I don't remember how much it was originally. I don't think it was like $24 like the other G.I. Joes. I don't think it was. So maybe that's why it was so easy for Ollie to And they got a really good deal. That's why they are $5. And the Marvel Legends continue to be like $10 and $12. So, but I gotta say, I was a little bit surprised. Uh, the sculpt on the body is actually really good. It seems a little small, which kind of throws it off being on, not them too, being on that, why they made it also part of the line, why they just have a separate line, just a moving line without the numbers. But, it's number 16 and Scarlet and stuff like that. So, if you're a completist, you're going to need it in the G.I. Joe Classified. Or if you enjoy the movie, then yeah, that's all good. But I like the head. The head, it reminds me of the more recent Snake Eyes. I just think the figure seems a little small. I don't know, maybe soon when I put it next to the Commando one and see if it's just me. The feet look pretty small too. But it has great details on the suit. Even the red on the pads there. It's got the little Snake Eye signal there. It's got the muscle tone. It's got the chest piece. Yeah, actually, it's good, and it's got, of course, the strap there, so it makes this look like one piece. It looks better that way. Yeah, and yeah, it's not a bad. It's not bad. I was pleasantly surprised. It's worth the $5. So again, I still, it does seem a little small. So let's put that head that I'm never gonna use. And of course, he's got the two knives, which I probably won't be using them either. But again, it's $5. I'm trying to make what that. It's a terrible paint job there on that silver piece there. I don't know what the hell it's supposed to be. If it's meant to be a buckle, it's terrible. But everything else on the figure, it's not too bad. It's, I mean, you see it, yeah, Snake Eyes. It's got those two-tone black colors, so, it's got the, it's not bad. I was so pleasantly surprised, man. So, again, I wasn't going to spend $20 on it, but I'm glad I spent $5. Yeah, it's nice, a lot of detail. But yeah, it should have had a separate. It shouldn't be part of that classified line. Kind of throws off the whole line, really. I'm sure there's a lot of G.I. Joe fans that didn't get it either. So, but yeah, if you bring the, maybe not. Maybe because it just has more tone definition of the muscles and stuff. But yeah, this is the Commando, which is basically what he was initially in '82 when the comic book dropped. Not a expert on the comic book G.I. Joe. My first exposure to G.I. Joe was the TV show, and it wasn't after that I did read a couple comics here and there, never a whole storyline not like that. But I know for a fact that Snake Eyes had that Commando look, and then later on he became a ninja, and then they tied a whole background to Storm Shadow and stuff like that. But I love this Commando. I picked it up on clearance also at FYE. I didn't even know they were around. So I do have a video on it. It's up on my channel, so you can take a time and watch that if you want. I really enjoy this version of it. But this newer one could give me options. The faceplate I like. Again, it's more modernized. But yeah, I mean, for $5, let's see, would he look good with? This you can. I guess you can make it work. Get Timber on there with him. I can't wait for actually Mutt and Junkyard. That's gonna be great, man. And hopefully down the line, Law and Order. Let's get more animals in here. Yeah, so I think it'll work. Well, went too far. Cut his head off. But yeah. Obviously, you can see the differences in both figures. And again, still one of my favorites. It's gonna be my main one. It's got all the weapons and stuff, and in the original comic book, Snake Eyes was a badass. Still is. But yeah, it's great. I'm glad. I'm kind of glad I picked it up now. Once I opened it up and was able to mess with it for a little bit. Again, he's ninja. I don't hate the ninja version of Snake Eyes, but I always enjoy the Commando And I wish they would have done that more in the comic books as opposed to the ninja version. But this is great, man. I'm glad I picked it up. Now I got 2 Snake Eyes. Gives me options there on the shelf. And yeah, so there you have it, guys. As always, thank you for tuning in. If you haven't subscribed, please do and support the channel. And as always, support each other. Leave your comments below and tell me what you think of this. These figures in the classified line, was it really necessary? Or can they have just done a separate movie line and not offset the numbers in the classified series? So, especially you completists out there, tell me what you think. Or is it not bad a figure? I don't know. There's Storm Shadow, what is it? The other ones. I did see Storm Shadow at Ollie's, but didn't want it. I like the original one that I have, so I'm glad with the one I have. So, but there you have it, guys. Thank you again. And as always, continue to support each other and continue to be a fine figure. And as always, I will see you on the next one. See you later.